Hey everybody, Casey Transformed here again. I'm just going to do a little update for Optimus Prime here. First off, I do have a couple paint chip problems. Here, let me get the weapons out of the way. Especially on here, where it's got a similar thing to how Generations Cosmos' head is, where it's really nice glossy paint, but chips off extremely easily. Here, let me show you this. I'm going to have to get open a bit, so I can get closer there. You might be able to see right there on that little handle, you see that little piece of red paint chipped off. Let's see. On the side here, got a little piece right there where it chipped off. Got some chipping up here. And this is only after playing with it a little bit for a couple days. Imagine a little kid with this thing, how much it's going to chip off for a little kid. It's nice looking paint, but I wish they put like something over it to keep it from chipping off so easily. I'm no customizer, but I know there's something they could have done about this. I just sound kind of southern there. Also, I had problems getting these to cover up sometimes. Sometimes I'll have a huge gap. Not like this, but sometimes it's like that almost. And what I usually do is just kind of get like this, exactly like this, move this head a bit, and usually I'll do enough to where you can get this to close. If you have that problem. So yeah, just kind of fiddle with the parts in there. You should be able to get shut. Another thing is this trailer hitch, interestingly enough, has a similar slot to the gun ports where you can actually peg a gun in and kind of have like a mounted gun. Like if you were to say have Bumblebee here in his robot mode, he could actually almost fit and sit right here and actually like shoot from here. There you go, give him a big old sniper to shoot from. So that's one interesting thing. So maybe it's not, the trailer hitch isn't completely useless. Another interesting, I believe I already did the size comparison, but I just wanted to show you this. I do not think I did the Bumblebee one though. You see, he's actually quite large next to Bumblebee. I doubt this is perfectly in scale, but it looks about right for Bumblebee and Prime next to each other. Which is really cool. Of course, there's this transformation, which I really like the transformation. It's simple, but also complex enough to be fun, but not so complex that I get confused by it. Well, that's one interesting thing. You never have two many Autobot symbols. In the vehicle mode, you only have that one, and in the robot mode, you just have these two on the shoulders. They don't overdo it like some of the other Optimus Primes have, where they just completely cover him in symbols. So I'm kind of glad about that. Also, didn't realize just how G1 these legs are. I mean, he has the little things here. He really does look like a really good update to G1 Prime. Especially with his gun, which looks very much like a G1 gun. But I do have a couple problems just with how much crap is hanging off of it. I don't really care for the ammo clip on it. This stuff is okay. I don't really care for this little thing hanging off. Also, my biggest problem is just the ammo clip. I just see no reason for it to be there. And I still don't care much for this gun. Still kind of like the engine block look, though. I just wish there was some way they could peg together. Let's see. Also, interestingly enough, if you think about it, this thing right here is completely hollow because it has to have room for both Optimus Prime's head and for the Matrix piece that slides into there. So that chest is actually pretty hollow, yet it still feels pretty hefty. So that's actually pretty surprising. One of my gripes is just there is just barely enough space. His head does get kind of caught there, but still not too bad. I've seen worse. Now, what's really cool is that how well these ports are hidden. For the one, like the leg port, they're hidden on his feet, which, unless you look at his feet from this angle or from the bottom, you don't see them. And the arm ports are hidden even better because, unless you look from this specific angle when his arm's out, you don't really see the ports. They're hidden by his hands actually being over them. So that's one thing I kind of like, is that how well they kind of actually hide the fact that he's a combiner. Granted, yeah, his backpack is basically just his combiner bits all just folded up. But still, it's pretty cool. Also, this whole thing right here kind of reminds me of Cybertron Optimus. I don't know why. And is it just me, or will this guy be perfect for a Machine Wars Prime? If you haven't seen Machine Wars Prime, when he transforms, he has two windows. His windows end up on his shoulders like this, and he has a flat chest. So this guy is just begging for a Machine Wars repaint. He really is kind of perfect for it. I hope somebody does it. I hope somebody customizes it like that, because I would love to see that. One of the stickers is a little bit off. That's one complaint there, is the stickers are not perfectly in place. And let's get to these legs. As much as I love how this figure looks, these legs suck. Do you guys remember Energon Shockwave or Beast Hunter Shockwave? Yeah, same kind of problem. Granted, you gotta come a couple more into between spots, but like 45 degrees here. I guess that would be like about 22, 23 degrees, and then you know, normal. The problem comes with the fact that his feet are slanted. Now this normally isn't a problem because I actually like when they have slanted feet. That means they can stand with their legs apart. Except that when combined with the ratchets, he's either standing to where his feet are not actually flat on the ground, or he looks ridiculous. You can kind of compensate for it by... But basically means having to pose him just to get his feet on the ground. And it looks like he has to go find a bathroom really fast. Did he have too many pizza bagels again? He had too many pizza bagels. Yeah, he kind of looks like he's got to take a crap. The only solution I've really found for this, when he's standing up straight, is just take one of the feet and turn it a bit. If you have them kind of splayed turned a bit like that, you can get them for the most part flat on the ground. So that kind of works, but yeah, you can't have the typical military legs together kind of thing going. But overall, I still really like this Prime. I've had a few more problems with him, but there's also a few other cool things I noticed about him. So I just still definitely think you should go pick him up, find him however you can, pay whatever you think he's worth. I'd say between $20 and $30 is what he's worth. And considering I got him for about $25, I'd say I paid a perfect amount. So yeah, go get him while you can. Don't let this guy run out. We don't need another Classics Prime who's now worth like $40. Oh, and just for one more thing, here he is next to Bumblebee. Bumblebee is puny, as he should be. Have a good day.